My name is J.T.R. Me and my family lived right in the middle of Minnesota in the United States of America. I had a normal life. The wife, couple of kids, a dog, good medium-sized house. It was really good for hosting. Me and my friends would always come over on Sunday to bet on the big game. Unfortunately, I would always bet on the losing team. My wife never really liked me betting. Me and my wife we would fight a lot. Just about everything you could really think of. I mean, the house, groceries, my job, or lack of a job. Just about everything you could think of. We would just fight all the time. Our kids really hated it when we fought. But I mean, come on, it's marriage. Everything isn't always going to go super smoothly. I remember exactly where I was when we got the radio message. A couple weeks back, we heard that there was this zombie outbreak in the middle of China. They assured us that we would be safe. I mean, China, it's in Asia. It's all the way on the other side of the world. And we're completely surrounded by water on all sides from China. We knew it would spread through Asia, spread through Europe, Africa, who knows, maybe even Australia. We also knew that eventually it would come to us. It would come to America. But though the government said we'd be safe, they were obviously wrong. For some reason, the second that the zombie outbreak happened, it didn't go the way that all the government officials said it would go. They said they would take care of it right away. They would kill the few starting zombies, wouldn't let it spread at all. That's obviously not how it went down. The friends and family of the newly infected, they were worried. They were scared. They thought they could change their friends and family back into humans. They approached them. They went to them. They talked to them. And I'm guessing you could figure out how that went down. It spread and spread and spread and spread until about 85% of China was turned into these creatures, these zombies. But once again, the government officials assured us that we were safe in North America. There'd be no way to get there. Half the people believed that. Me not being one of them, I knew they would come. I knew that it was only a matter of time, you know. Things travel. They were once people. People know how to get around. I knew they would come. I wasn't sure how, I wasn't sure when, but they would come. A lot of people agreed with me on this. Not that I necessarily told them, but they had the right frame of mind. They had my frame of mind. And we did what other post-apocalyptic, or pre-apocalyptic, I should say, people in America would do. We rushed the gun stores. We rushed the grocery stores, the Walmarts, the Targets, all the general stores. We rushed them. We bought out all the guns in the gun stores. There was none left to buy. Only this wasn't chaotic buying. It was subtle. It was secret. Everyone knew it was happening, but there was no panic. It just kind of happened. My family and I were able to buy a total of 6 guns. We had a couple of AK-47s. I had a .44 Magnum. That's my baby. We had a sniper. For no apparent reason, I just liked the sniper. My wife got mad at me for buying the sniper. Also had a couple of shotguns. The shotguns were just in case, you know. All of the guns were just in case. We never necessarily wanted to have to use the guns. but we knew what was coming. I remember exactly where we were the second we got the emergency radio broadcast. I was sitting in my kitchen. My wife was making some food for the kids, and the dog was outside. One of the kids just got back from soccer practice. I was listening to the radio on this brand new, nice, really good radio that my wife yelled at me for buying. And that's when it happened. We heard the beeps and the sirens, and we knew immediately what happened. The government people on the radio said, "This is an emergency broadcast. The inevitable has arrived. The zombies have made it to the coast of Florida." And they were spreading. Now you think, as Americans, and we had all these plans, we have all these regulations, that we would be able to handle it. But we're still humans. The same thing that happened in China, the friends and the family of infected, they went to them, they tried to change them back, and they became changed themselves. So the inevitable happened. The zombies have made it to America. And we were prepared. We knew exactly where to go. We had it all planned out. We were ready to go. The only problem was, all of the other millions and millions of people in America had pretty much the same idea. We all traveled west, or most of us at least. Some of us just decided to stay in their basements and board up their doors and try and survive with rations and rations of food and water and guns. I didn't have that idea. Initially I did, but I just didn't think we would be able to last. The zombies would come and they would come. They would eventually smell us out and they would bust down our doors and they would just keep coming and we would die. That is my idea behind that. So we traveled west. We traveled away from the zombies. We started about Saturday morning, about 8 a.m. That's when we heard the broadcast. We packed up in about an hour and 30 minutes, and we were out by 9:45 traveling west. We made it about to the middle of Montana when we got another emergency broadcast. This time, something we did not expect happened. The zombies made it to the West Coast. Not from all the way from the East Coast, but they traveled from China, from Japan, and from Russia. They made it all the way to the West Coast. And at that moment, I had no idea what to do. I have absolutely no idea what to do. We're sitting in our car in the middle of Montana, and for a second there, we thought we should just wait out the inevitable. The zombies were surrounded around us, and currently, in the middle of America, was probably about the safest place we could be. Then a thought struck my mind. We did have a place to go. We could go north, into Canada. When zombies arrived on the west coast or the east coast of Florida, Canada opened up their borders to the people of the U.S. But no one really had the bright idea to go up into the snowy mountains of Canada. The bitter coldness that America just didn't really like. But me and my family, we decided it was about the safest place in the world we could be. We thought to ourselves, well, why would the zombies go up to Canada? They wouldn't be able to survive. The zombies, they feast on human flesh. But it's not the easiest thing to get a human in Canada. It's snowy, it's cold, it's hard to travel. And if humans can't travel well in snow, who's to say zombies can? I mean, they may die of the cold. I don't even know if zombies can die of the cold. They'll die of starvation, maybe not being able to find any humans. They won't be able to travel fast in the snow. It just seemed like the perfect place to be. So we did. We traveled north. There weren't many cars on the road there. I would say about 25 max that we saw. Looks like a couple other families were smart enough to go there. When we finally made it to the border, the doors were wide open, as the Canadians said. All the bridges were open. All the blockades were gone. Canada was open to us. And boy, I'm glad we went there. For what happened next to America, we never could have saw it coming.